Hi, this is Sherry Veronica. Since the Mottley administration, since that administration had enough money, overage, she says, overage, since she had that much money, that so much more money that she could have given $300 to the citizens of Barbados, the ones who qualified. If she had that money to do that, she could have had enough money to pay to have more nursing care at the geriatric hospital. 9 geriatric patients have skin infections. Now, sometimes if an older person lays too long, yeah, they can get a bed sore, but the bed sore does not have to be contagious. Okay, the bed sore, and I'm not a doctor, I think you know that, but a bed sore, if you cut your hand, that cut is not supposed to be contagious. Now, if you cut it with something like that was contagious or has something nasty on it, if it was a dirty nail or whatever, you go and get your shot, tetanus shot or whatever, but you're not supposed to be contagious because you got a cut or you have a little bruise here and there. So why is it contagious? Why is the sores or whatever skin problems the older people are having, why has it become contagious? Fungus is a living organism. Okay, you may think it's not, okay, but it is. Bacteria is alive and it's living. So how did the fungus and how did the bacteria get into the skin and the sore of the patient? If you have fans blowing to keep them dry, the air vents are clean and they're being turned and the sheets are being taken up and washed and dry sheets are being put on a regular, why did it become contagious? Yes, we could understand them having a bed sore, we could understand them maybe hitting themselves and getting cut or what. Where did the contagion come from? Where did that come from? Where did that outbreak come from? Okay, now for me to say that the nursing staff at the geriatric hospital are lazy, that would be a black eye to the people who blog on Naked Departure. That would be an insult to them because they keep on telling me they're understaffed. People that work at the geriatric hospital, when they reach out to Naked Departure, they keep saying the same thing, that they are understaffed. And I'm saying to you, if Mia Mottley was able to give $300 to her citizens, $300, you are saying to me that she didn't have enough money, all those millions of dollars that she gave away. She could not increase the pay of the ones who work there and hire a few more to work there to make sure that the patients at the geriatric hospital are well taken care of. You're trying to tell me that she couldn't do that? Is that what you're saying? What about that minister of health, the big one, what about him? I mean, what are they doing? And there's a minister of whatever, the health minister, the chief minister. What are they doing? Don't they go to these particular facilities, like the polyclinic, the QEH, the geriatric hospital, and even the private ones? Aren't they keeping an eye on things that are going on at these places? How is there an outbreak? And they didn't say, how is it not a fucking outbreak? How's it an outbreak? What was the contagion? Well, how did it happen? How did that happen? They are susceptible to contagious and infectious diseases? I know that's easy to say. It's easy to put the blame on the fact that they're old. Oh yeah. So if that is easy to say, if you are saying that these people, they're easily hurt and they could be easily infected or whatever, shouldn't you have a little bit more people working there to take care of them, to make sure it does not happen? You had $300 to give to people, to the citizens, and you're lining your pockets. If you can give $300 to citizens because you had all of these millions of dollars, I don't know where you got it from. All you did was give the people back their money because, like I keep saying to you, governments don't have money. Governments don't. You're working with taxpayer money. So you're giving back taxpayer their money, $300, when, oops, I made a mistake. Where was I? When you should be, I was trying to, yeah, here we are. When you should be making sure that the elderly among you, the ones who worked to get you where you are, the ones who worked to get you where you are, you should be making sure that they're comfortable in their the last phase of their life. That last phase, you should be making sure that the bed is dry, that they're being turned, that, you know, whatever you need to do. But it should not, and if there's an error, let's say there's a mistake or someone, you know, the skin broke down and no matter how much you turn them, they still had a little sore. Where did the contagion come from? Where did that contagion come from? Okay, and yes, they can say, well, there's certain medications that don't fix this and don't fix that and don't fix this and don't fix that, you know, but still, there shouldn't be a contagion. There should not have been an outbreak. How did that happen? You need more people working there, and the people who work there, well, I'm not saying that those ones, but I've heard that they need more people working at the geriatric hospital, and just hire some more people. Me and Mottley, hire some people. You have a minister, you have people in the health area, hire some more people to work at the geriatric hospital so that the elderly are comfortable, okay? Do that. And next time you have an abundance of taxpayer money, think about the elderly. Think about children and the elderly, okay? Think about them, okay? This is Sherry Veronica.
Help me spread the word about Naked Departure via social media. Subscribe and share to show support and love for our channels.